Doc looks into the camera. We're not recording. As soon as we say, welcome, he's going to put his fucking head down like a prick. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new Force Order.
For life.
Clone Wars review show called the Clone Wars Report. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to review, or we have been reviewing every episode of the final season of the Clone Wars, and Doc's still not looking at the camera. I am Nostra freaking Damus. I told you, Spiro. I am one third of the new Force Order. I am your boy GGP, aka Greek Papadon. Greek God Papadon. Introduce yourselves.
All right, I'll go first.
You always go first.
Do I?
Yes.
Right. I am the Dark Lord of the podcast, the Sith Lord, the Rampaging River Kissed, the Butcher, your boy Spiro, aka Darth Spyridon.
Hello, cool cats and kittens. My name is Smarter than 2-1-V, more technical than FX7, the God of Steel and Thunder. And your boy, who's definitely cooler than the cats and the kittens, Dr. Destroyo, Alex Arroyo.
Oh, boys, awesome. That was good. What was today? Episode 8 of Star Wars, Clone Wars. What was the name of the episode?
Together Again.
Together Again. Okay, round the horn. One word. What did you think?
Set up.
That's 2 words, but go on.
I hyphenated it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Set up. Same thing that the doc said.
Glad you guys know how to fucking count. I'm going to say better.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Again, it's like these are excellent episodes, but knowing that it's the last season is unacceptable. Why is it taking this long to get us to the next point that we're going, to the point that we've been waiting for? Why?
I think the reason, and I was thinking about this, when you watched first episode to the 4th episode, the whole arc, the story makes sense, and it's a good story. But the problem is when you have a 12-episode series, you don't want to see a 4-series arc or a 4-episode arc that can be done in 2 episodes. So,
yep.
That's the only problem I had with this whole Ahsoka 4-episode arc. I like the story. It was basically her trying to run away from her past, but obviously at the end of the day, she can't deny who she is. And that's a good person and a Jedi. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like the opening crawl that says you could change who you are, but you can't run from yourself.
Look who decided to show up! Ding, 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 ding!
I'm here, Papa.
Doc. You here, Papa? You came? You saw? You conquered? Huh?
So between you and I and everybody else who's listening,
what about
Spiro? I think they could have actually completely removed the last episode, and it would have still been the same story. Not this episode, the one prior to this one.
Oh yeah,
what? Yo, absolutely, man. Sorry about that, but you know what? It's like this episode felt like the last episode, except they injected those 2 cool parts.
Which 2 cool parts you talking about, this Spiro?
Well, we'll talk about that though.
All right, I think I know what you're talking about.
Of course you do.
Of course I do, because I popped too when they came on too.
Yeah.
So Doc, you were the
sorry,
Ella.
One last thing. I feel like the last 8 episodes, they could have gotten to this point in maybe 4.
Overall, the whole last 8?
Yes. Yeah, they didn't need to fucking
Well, listen,
maybe 6 tops, but
yeah,
4,
I get you.
4.
Because to me, the 2nd and 3rd episode of this arc was the same. We started in jail, ended in jail. They started in jail, they ended in jail.
Yeah.
So it's like, really? Like, you really need to do 2 episodes to do the same spot over and over again?
They didn't.
Tackle, drop down, leapfrog, hip toss, grab it again. Anyhow. Doc, you, my friend, have become the unofficial official narrator of the episode. So please look into the camera with your beautiful eyes and let the people know what went down in Together Again.
So what went down in Together Again? Starting
That's
off,
what I just said.
the ladies are captured by the Pikes last episode, and then the Pikes tell them, "Well,
oh, the Pikes.
the Pikes, not those guys."
I thought they were in a softball competition or something.
Get me fired. They
Oh,
tell
I went the other way. I see what you did there. Oh, you passed over that. I see.
Yeah,
I get it.
totally passed over that one. Yes. It took us how long to deteriorate already? Let's see. Hold on.
I see him over the show.
Yeah, I think that's a record. I think that's a record.
New record.
Everybody. Yeah. They captured the Pikes. Tell them we want our spice, and the Ahsoka tells them a lie that the spice is hidden somewhere, and if she lets the ladies go, the Martinez sisters go, they could bring the spice back, and if she doesn't, she will explain to the Pikes where their family are, and so they can go murder their family and then get them and capture them and kill them, which we all know is a total like farce because they don't have any family. And as the sisters leave, the dumb one, Trace, is like, why would she turn on us like that? It's like, idiot, did you not get it? I mean, like, they get dumber and dumber every episode, these chicks, and it's really like actually killing me. That was a really annoying part. And then what am I missing here? Ahsoka escapes the jail, and then she goes to try to, do some destruction and try to leave and go meet back up with the ladies. But the funny part I thought was that the sister Rafa was like, "Oh, she said it's free, so we can go, and she'll get out herself. But I'm not gonna let her one up me like that. I'm gonna go back, and we're gonna save her, so we can show her that she can kiss my ass." Which I thought was actually pretty funny, and kind of stupid.
Yeah. Very.
Ahsoka rolls out. She's kind of going through the whole Pike installation over there. And who does she run into? What does she run into? A conversation with a special guest star that sets us up for the next couple of episodes, which I thought was fucking dope. And immediately we all know exactly who it is, despite the fact that his back is turned to us and he's cloaked and he's hooded and we can't hear it. Yes.
Did you get that feeling when the Pike said, "It's our ass on the line"? He knows. He always knows. You guys knew they were talking about our special guest? Okay.
So I forgot about that part, but I said to myself, I said, who could they be speaking of? And I know we're going to go to next, and I know who's going to be in it next. So clearly it's got to be our good old buddy Darth Maul. But if we didn't get that little teaser from Sam Witwer, is there anybody else that would have came to mind that would have potentially been on the list for this?
Dooku?
I thought about Dooku. Absolutely. That was on my list too.
But I knew it was more because it had to do with the crime syndicate and spice and drugs.
No, of course. Stuff like that. I'm with you. Which was kind of the dead giveaway, and also the whole interview with Whitmer last week. And then we kind of get like a little sliver from the front. We see like a small amount of the makeup kind of sticking out the corner. And even before that, though, you hear the voice, you know exactly who it is because Sam Witwer does a great job of voicing Maul, and it's very distinct, kind of raspy, low-toned voice that we all know and love. And it was great that he basically told them, "Listen, you either get my shit or I'm going to hand it over to Black Sun, the Black Dawn,
Crimson Dawn,
Black Sun." Black Sun,
Grand Moff over here with his
Black Sun. Black Sun was from the novel in between Empire and Jedi, which was led by
just like Revan, it's not canon.
Prince Zysor, which introduced
not canon
to Dash Rendar.
Not canon.
So we see Maul, and then Maul kind of gets, which is odd because Maul kind of got a glimpse of Ahsoka while she was walking through the catwalk on the bottom over there. You see him kind of turn and look down, and then he does a full turn around and look around. But the funny thing is that when the Pikes looking at Maul, all they see is Maul. They don't see behind Maul.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he saw her. I think he sensed her.
He sensed her and turned around.
I thought about that shit too, man. I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck can he see that shit? What the fuck, But then I said, yeah, then he must have sensed her because, whatever.
So they're all fucking scared because Maul's going to murder them. In the meantime, Ahsoka's planting charges throughout the installation so she could do some destruction. And then the sisters have this fantastic idea that they're going to tell they're going to tell the landing crew that they're here to pick up some spice. And they land, and then they're dealing with these aliens who are actually of the race of one of the pod racers on episode 1. If you guys didn't catch that, those little guys with the 4 arms.
Yeah.
Ben Quadranaros was the racer from the pod race. And no, everybody at home,
name?
I didn't look it up. I don't know the species name. Sorry. So then she's trying to play the stupid fucking game, which makes no sense. Like, really, these guys who have like an international crime syndicate are gonna fucking hire morons who are gonna sit there and be like, oh, well, yeah, we don't do this very often, but it's idiots.
And that fucking voice, man. That like, what's that stupid droopy dog voice and shit.
Yep.
Kind of.
Hey, don't make fun of Droopy Dog. I love Droopy Dog.
No, man, he's awesome, but man, they made him look stupid. These fucking guys,
That's what they call Papa Don's penis, Droopy Dog.
That was a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the new guest on our show. His name is Alex Arroyo. He actually showed up this time, unlike Just Incredible, who's still a no-show. Alex decided to show up.
Oh, man.
It's like episode 7 all over again. So they get into a dust up with the manager of the plant, which looks to be a Transdoshian like Boskis. They have a fight, blah blah blah. Who's swinging pipes? Who's doing this? Mildly entertaining. They get captured again. Then they meet up with Ahsoka. They learn that she's a Jedi. She was hiding that from them, and then Ahsoka has charges. Charges explode. In the meantime, in the background, the 3 mystery Mandalorians are watching them and trying to figure things out. If they could potentially get to Ahsoka. The girls escape. They meet up with the Mandalorians, and who is one of the mystery Mandalorians?
Bo-Katan.
Boca Raton?
Oh, Bo-Katan.
Never heard of her.
She was in Death Watch. She's actually
Satine's
sister.
Yes, that's the one that Obi-Wan was hooking up with, right?
Yes. The one that Maul gutted.
So she's here. She's back. And she's trying to enlist Ahsoka into fighting the war with them against, guess who? Darth Mizzy.
For Shizzy, my Nizzy.
So it seems that we're getting our wish, and we're going to see the Siege of Mandalore. Needless to say, I'm excited. Anything else happened in the episode that was exciting? No. Ahsoka leaves the chicks, leaves the Martinez sisters, goes with the Mandalorians. We see the Mandalorian, the ship at the kind of towards the end. You guys catch that one?
Yeah.
Which for a second I thought it was Boba because he had the rangefinder that was up, but the colors were all wrong. And then I had to stop it. I was like, "Is that Jango?" But Jango's been dead, so clearly not. Those parts were cool. The 2 mystery reveals from the past, but otherwise, meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
More of the same shit. Listen, guys, throughout this whole season so far, the first 4 episodes, we got introduced to the Bad Batch. They were awesome. Then in the last 4, we got introduced to these 2 sisters. They're good characters, but I felt they were useless. They were worthless. At the end of it all, Ahsoka just fucking dropped them off at fucking Hunt's Point to work a fucking corner. And, now, finally, after 8 fucking episodes, we're finally going to get to see fucking Maul. Well, who fucking knows now? Because, I hope they don't set up the next 4 now to be another setup. I think it's time to get right to it.
Well, I think it is, because Whitworth said that Caesar Mandalore episode arcs is some of the best Star Wars he's ever been a part of, and is action-packed. So I'm taking a guess. They're going out, guns a-blazing. I'm hoping.
Well, they have no choice since fucking this is it. These are the last 4, right? We're done.
Yeah. I liked them. I like the episodes, but again, these 4 episodes would be good in a 20 or 30 episode season, not a 12 episode season.
Right.
Same thing with the Bad Batch. I love the Bad Batch episodes, but there's no payoff. So what? You go to save Echo, so he could join the Bad Batch, and then they disappear like a fart in the wind. Unless they come back to the Seas of Mandalore to help out, then there's no purpose of it if we're never going to see them again. Like those two sisters, the purpose of them was to help Ahsoka find out who she really is because she was running from herself. And in the meantime, in between time, these two sisters, the older one in particular, Rafa, she found out that she's really actually a good person like her mother. And she was, telling a lie the whole time to herself, trying to be this badass underground chick. Meanwhile, the younger sister, Trace, is just a dumb, gullible chick. Like, she's annoying. Annoying. More annoying than Ahsoka when Ahsoka first started out in the Clone Wars. This chick takes the cake. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be that stupid if you lived on your own since your parents died and you've been living in the 1313 underground level of Coruscant. It's just like, how dumb can you be? You know what I mean? Like,
bro, so what they did here really was, they were trying to build on a stereotypical Bronx females, but without the fucking street smarts. And that, I would say, is fucking wrong. It's fucking racist, and I'm ready to march a social justice campaign because you know what, man? All those fucking street smart Bronx chicks, man, they deserve better representation than that.
All four of them.
Bronx bitches matter.
Yo, yeah. Dude, man, I kept on every time I would hear Rafa speak, I kept saying to myself, yo, this is what Rosie Perez would sound if she actually spoke clearly, and like spoke like
the Stokey brothers,
English and shit,
I heard Rosie Perez is playing Rafa in the actual live action.
She should, bro.
I like Rafa. The younger sister, I hated.
They're both terrible.
She's just dumb. She just
flash, motherfucker.
The fact that the one thing about that younger sister, every time she would speak and she would act like she didn't know and she was gullible and naive, it took me out of the episode to the point where I was like, ugh. Like, normally I'd watch the episode first thing in the morning. I didn't watch this episode till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I could have cared less. I was working and I was watching David Icke. He was being interviewed by London Real talking about this coronavirus stuff. So it was interesting. But regardless of that, wrong podcast. Yeah, the best part of the episode for me was Maul.
Yeah.
100%.
So
for sure, man.
That was the highlight. It's good seeing Maul again, and I don't know where they're gonna go. I don't know we know they're going to Mandalore. It's gonna be the season of Mandalore. We know that, but I don't know how much Maul we're gonna get. I don't know how much Jedis we're gonna get the next episode. But hopefully, the next 4 episodes are gonna be better than what we've gotten so far. I mean, they got to go out with a bang. Like you said, it's the last season. So, by a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give this?
The arc or the episode?
Both.
Episode 4, 5. The arc 4.
Wow.
If this
bring the story forward.
Yeah. If this weren't the last season, man, I would rate it a lot higher. But I gotta go with Doc, man. I can't give it any more than a 5. I can't.
For both the season and the episode? I mean, the story arc?
Yeah, because, again, if this weren't the last season, man, I would say, yo, it's a 7 or an 8.
I agree.
But,
I'm along with your voice. Yeah. I would say this episode was, I would say more like a 6 because the other episodes were like 3 and 4. And then the arc would average out to about a 5 for me. So I'm with you guys. It is what it is, man. It's like, yo, these Mandalorians could have interjected themselves at any time to pick up Ahsoka and say, yo, let's go. You know what I mean? But coincidentally, they did it after they got all their shit in and showed up and took her away. It's just like, all right, peace out, bitches. See you later. But how is she going to fight? She got no lightsabers. She gets the white lightsabers from killing the second sister and purifying the sabers. So I don't know how useful she's going to be without any sabers. Unless
we're gonna find out.
I guess so.
Unless who has the dark saber right now?
Maul.
It
doesn't go back to Bo-Katan until Rebels.
Interesting.
So Maul has the Darksaber. He's running Mandalore. He's running all the crime, the syndicates as one union. Crimson Dawn, the Pikes, everything is under his control. The Hutts, which I think is a cool storyline. Black Sun, everything is under his jurisdiction. He's the godfather of the Star Wars universe. You know, I love the fact that he went from Sith to underground
to gangsta.
Yeah, you know, Al Capone of the
Al Capone
of the what do you call it? Underworld of Star Wars. I love that fact. So I don't know. I see what we're gonna see. I mean, hopefully, in my opinion, it's gonna be gangbusters, and at the end we'll see. Because I know in the Ahsoka book, I haven't read it yet. I should read it. She fights Maul in the book, so I don't know if the book intertwines with that last arc, but he has to get off of Mandalore and show up. What's the planet on Rebels they found them on? Was it what was that planet, Spiro?
Dathomir?
No, he's from Dathomir.
Well, it used to be Korriban, but Morabon, right?
Now it's Morabon, yes. So they found them on Morabon. So we have to, and he was stranded there. So we have to find a way how Maul got from Mandalore to Morabon, and why. So I don't know.
That's a lot of information.
What are you doing there, Doc? Besides not looking in the camera, what are you playing?
Rubbing my penis. I'm trying to finish one of my customs.
Bro, if you show that shit to our fans, man, that might actually get us more likes and shit, man. More views, bro. You know?
What, his penis? You don't have like a miniature freaking microscopic lens on his camera?
Technology, bro, you know?
Yeah, we could green screen it.
You can green screen. There we go. You know who I blame for not looking into the camera?
Or we could peen screen. We could peen.
Or what are you, a fucking walrus?
We could peen screen it.
That was horrible, dude. Oh.
Look at this guy.
Nice hat.
Superfly.
Does his shoes have like fish in it?
Pimp.
Anyway, you know whose fault it is that Doc doesn't look in the camera?
Whose?
That bitch Carol Baskin.
She has trained Doc not to make eye contact because Doc used to hit that. So
by the way, Spiro, I must give you credit. The thumbnail for the last episode was fantastic.
Fantastic. Thank you, man. I loved it.
Man, I appreciate it, guys. I kind of felt like I might have not lived up to the vision.
Oh, it was cool, dude. It was perfect.
Thank you.
All right, boys. Let them know where they can find you guys at because we've been going around 23 minutes.
Yeah, we're done. You can find me at Dr.Dr_Destroyo, DESTRROYO, Instagram, Alex Arroyo, Facebook, Alex Arroyo MD on Twitter.
You can find me on Instagram, Spiro_A, Darth_Spyridon. My God, yes, Darth_Spyridon. Facebook, Handsome Reaper Productions. Also, Rational Rage, Handsome Reaper on Twitter. And that's it.
You can find me at Greek God Papadon on Twitter. Demetrius Papadon on Facebook. Greek God Papadon on Instagram. Greek God Papadon is the YouTube page. Like it, subscribe, hit the notification button. And you go to my Pro Wrestling Tees store. It's Pro Wrestling Tees / Greek God Papadon for all your GGP t-shirt needs. But most importantly, you can find the three of us at NFO_podcast. Official New Force Order on Facebook. New Force Order on Instagram. We have something called a website. It's a new technology. It just came out last week. It's called a website, folks. It's newforceorder.com. That's newforceorder.com. On that website, we have all our shows, past, present, and future shows. And we have merchandise. You can get your NFO t-shirts, your mugs, your flamethrowers, everything. Ponchos, sombreros, chanclas, you name
orange peelers.
There we go. That's under the special section over there. Anyhow,
Easy, homeboy. Easy, homeboy.
International.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. I'll take it easy. You can email us at New Force Order. Well, not at, but you can. The email address is newforceorder@yahoo.com. That's newforceorder@yahoo.com. The reason why we dropped the email is because you stupid sons of bitches out there who follow us, all three of you, besides emailing us for Who's More Over, we would like to hear your opinions of the episodes, whether it's Mandalorian, whether it's Clone Wars, whether it's Rebels, whether it's the movies. You guys just want to talk shop about Star Wars, just throw it our way. We want to be very interactive with you guys, the fans. Okay? You want Doc to review a certain toy? Trust me, he has them all. He'll review it, except for that Boba Fett with the shooting rocket, because he was too much of a cunt to freaking bid on it. His wife.
What 70 G's, man? Jesus
How much
Christ.
it go for?
What was it? 70?
Yeah, I think it was more than that, actually. I'm
So-
good, thanks. I don't need it.
And then, most importantly, we do our shows every Tuesday night. We don't do it live because we can't get a set time. We all try to put all the younglings to bed. But it usually drops about Wednesday or Thursday. This will be on the plate for you guys, most likely tomorrow, which is
Tonight.
tonight.
Well,
Well,
via YouTube tonight or tomorrow morning, you know.
okay, so Saturday, day before Easter. So you're celebrating your Passover, celebrate it with the NFO. But most importantly, thank you for giving us. What?
So that's right. Oh, and also this week, if you're listening, we just put up the new Who's Moreover. And special edition, we've got Baze Malbus
Jesus Christ, this guy
versus
can't
his
fucking talk.
homeboy, Chirrut Umwe from Rogue One.
All right, now in English, it's Baze Malbus versus Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One. That is Ray Hernandez's favorite Star Wars movie. You can catch him somewhere watching Rogue One. Anyhow, thank you for giving us your time and your ears, and thank you for joining us on this another exciting episode of the Clone Wars Report, aka the Clone Wars Review Show. We will see you guys next week with a much happier, hopefully better review of a better episode from the Clone Wars Report, because this is always going to be an honest show, because we are the new Force Order.
For life.
And that's just too sweet. That bitch Carol Baskin.